Greetings, fellow gamers. This is Coqui-san, your residential freelance gamer, and as you can see, we're doing Game & Watch. Oh yes. When I said old school, I really meant oldest school, as in going all the way back to 1980, the very early 80s of Nintendo's time. Let me just put this up here, and let's look at it a little bit. Sorry about that. I had a very nasty crisis with the Gamecube. The whole entire system just automatically resetted itself somehow. I had to redo the whole what you call times and dates. Yeah, there we go. I guess I want to make sure it's nice and visible. Sorry, saw a little behind the scenes there. Make sure they're a little visible, so I guess I'll have to take my head getting chopped off. Oh no, my head chopped up. But yeah, so going oldest school rather than old school through the Game Boy players. You can see Game & Watch, and what a classic sight to behold, especially considering that it's been 40 years now. 1980 to 20, that's 40 years now. It's been 40 years since Nintendo released Game & Watch back in 1980 in Japan, and they're coming out this year, not just only celebrating Game & Watch, but The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary. So they're kind of like I guess they're doing like a two birds with one stone kind of thing. It's like, oh, you know, we got Zelda on the 35th, and we also have Game & Watch, and Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch did such a good job. Sell through. Why don't we make a Zelda one? Look, everybody's expecting Zelda, and that's what they did. They're coming out with Zelda. If you want to check out my reaction, I did try my hand at doing a reaction for Nintendo's E3 Direct. You can find it here on this channel. Not too difficult to find. You can see how what I thought about the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. I know we gotta get to the game, but I thought I'd open it up, showing you my quasi miniature little Game & Watch collection, which is going to be graced with The Legend of Zelda later this year. So let's see. Let me first make sure everything's okay. Alright. Let me fix my little setting here. There we go. Just fix my little settings. Yeah. So yeah, today I'm off character. I'm not in character today. I'm just gonna go into full chill mode. Yep, everything is good. I'm hoping that the game is not too loud, because it was really blasting. You know, it's Game Boy games. The dot matrix. You know, we're talking about the original Game Boy. So it is pretty loud. There's not many games in Game & Watch Gallery, if I understand correctly. It starts off with 4 games to win, and they threw in like a few extra bonus games, I think. So I'm gonna play all of them. Definitely, I'm definitely gonna play all of them. I pretty much since I played this a very long time ago, I was debating whether I should wipe the data clean and start fresh, or just leave the data and just play around. And I decided not to wipe the data, just so that way I can have all the game, whatever I've unlocked so far. If I've unlocked all of them, I can't remember, and just jump right on in and play all of them, so we could go through like a little I guess quasi retrospective of this endearing classic that nobody knew about until Melee. That either everybody has forgotten until Smash Bros. Melee happened, or nobody knew about until Smash Bros. Melee came out, when Mr. Game & Watch became a character. I was so stoked when Mr. Game & Watch became a character. It's like, oh, I remember Game & Watch, and I just started maining him and just threw and cast Ness to the side. I was like, out of here, Ness. This is old school stuff here, which at the time was old school back in Melee. Now it's oldest school. So I didn't get a chance to really reset the clocks when I put the batteries in. But one of the things that I was hoping I could try to do, since I got them set up, since I got them out, is maybe try and see if I could play them right here on the camera before I begin Game & Watch Gallery. I just want to give it a try, and I want to give you all some, how you say, there we go. Mute that. I'll mute this music so that way it doesn't get annoying, and you can hear the little beeps and buzzes. But so to give you all context, my first Game & Watch was Donkey Kong 2. It was the orange clamshell, and it was my first introduction to Nintendo as a system. And it was my first experience with Nintendo's now classic crosspad that became the industry standard when the NES came out, sitting right over there in the background, along with Rob and up on the top. So I pretty much enjoyed the game, but the difficulty was insanely high, despite how simple the controls were. It was like the game mode A, which is supposed to be easy mode, ended up being hard, just as hard as game mode B. And eventually I figured it out, figured the game out, and that's primarily because of the keys that would swing back and forth, much like in Donkey Kong Jr. But Donkey Kong 2, I believe it was a little bit more accurate. So that's what made it very hard. But once I got a handle of it, I played it to my heart's content. Then I lost it, and that was the last time I ever saw Game & Watch. I don't know how I lost it, but I was a little kid back then, so I lost a lot of things. Trust me, when you're a little kid, you lose a lot of things. It's I'm sure many Americans and anyway, I'm sure many of you would dig what I mean, but. Let's jump to many years later. Let's see, it was around 2008, 2009 that I came across this local game store that I would go to and hang out at. Some dude gave up his Game & Watches, like he traded them in, and the one that worked very much good was Donkey Kong Jr., as you can see here. Donkey Kong Jr. So I scooped that up almost immediately. It was the only one. As you can see, if I could just get a good angle, there we go. Because I got a lot of lighting going on here, but you can see he's moving along, and I believe that's in this game here, Donkey Kong Jr. Let me just double check. No, Donkey Kong Jr. is in Game & Watch Gallery 3. That's for another show. But as you can see, I got this going along here. You see Donkey Kong moving along? Well, I'm gonna enlarge the screen when I start messing with this. But this was basically joy to the world that I at least got a Game & Watch game. It might not be Donkey Kong 2, but I was very happy that I was able to get that. Before that, Nintendo released the Game & Watch Gallery games on the Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. I believe that was the number 4. So this was the first one they came back out. They released was Game & Watch Gallery. As you can see, it has the Super Game Boy symbol on it, which was pretty cool. You could tell how old it is because it's got the rated KA. Instead of the rated E that we all know and love and despise and sometimes. So hopefully the battery held up. So unfortunately I didn't get number 2, Game & Watch Gallery 2. I ended up getting Gallery 3. Which has 5 games. So that's something so this will be for another show. Probably if I can't find a used copy of Game & Watch Gallery 2 between now and Zelda's release, Game & Watch Gallery 3 will be the focus as I get my hands on Zelda. So that was in the 90s and early 2000s. These two games. Then in around 2008, that's when I got my hands on Donkey Kong Jr. and went to a local store that still sold batteries. this store used to sell the Game & Watches back in the day. Like they had the whole library you could think of, and they were shocked to see who still worked there at that time was shocked to see me bringing one of the Game & Watches to test out, and he helped me get the batteries and everything to work that out. It was pretty cool. So it was pretty cool, and then, once I confirmed that it worked, I purchased it, and then I was happy to have a Game & Watch again. And then came what was it? When did Nintendo started putting started offering games on Club Nintendo? That was like 2011, around that time, 2011, 2012, at the Wii U cycle, and I signed up for Club Nintendo because I wanted those free downloadable games, especially those 3D classic ones that they were offering up. And that's when I came across this reissue of Game & Watch Ball with the rated E now. So it was pretty cool. I was like, well, here's the crazy thing about it. In order to get those Club Nintendo points, you had to enter in a code, fill out a questionnaire, and then you would get your points. And it turned out that Club Nintendo went as far back as 2003. Well, when the DS was first released, when the Nintendo DS was first released, as far as I know, that was how far back. Not really, actually, Gamecube. As far back as the Gamecube, if I recall correctly. Well, nevertheless, after I had filled out the initial ones from 2012, from the initial outset from the Wii U, I decided to check out the other codes that I had going all the way back to GameCube. I think it was GameCube. Well, Nintendo DS. GameCube didn't have. I don't think Nintendo GameCube had it. No, they didn't have. It went as far back as the DS, because I remember that I had the code from Super Mario 64 DS for the Nintendo DS, which was the first game I bought when I bought the Nintendo DS, and that form actually worked and gave me points. So I started adding all that up from the Nintendo DS all the way up to the Wii U, and racked up so many points, and I was able to get my hands on Game & Watch Ball reissue with no problem. And I was so stoked. Again, now I had a second Game & Watch. So now I have a second Game & Watch, which is Ball, and that made me super happy. And it really brought back a lot of, it really was a nostalgia kick, I'll tell you that right now. This was a legit nostalgia kick, having Ball in all its glory. And I was watching the, I was reading, I was reading the Iwata Asks, Iwata Asks interview, and it was all about Game & Watch. It was just fascinating, seeing the screen, still shots of the game designs, how they the drawings and how they were coming up with it, and reading how everybody was how Gunpei Yokoi was inspired for the calculator. I think it was Gunpei Yokoi, because he did create the Game Watch as well as the Game Boy. He was part of that team with the Game Watch before it did the Game Boy, but it was just a beautiful thing to read on how they did this whole thing. And they even went so far, because this was if you see the sides here, if you notice the two black sides, that was by accident when it was first released. If I remember the interview correctly, they said that was by accident, but they had to keep it in there for Ball due to technical reasons, and they duplicated that in this. That's how well detailed Nintendo showed for Game & Watch. That they paid attention to that level of detail. So it was pretty amazing. There we go. Can you see that? Well, don't worry. I'm gonna do a little bit of Game & Watch, the actual Game & Watch. See if I can get it on the screen. I'm just trying to keep it up. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to fall in down. Unfortunately, I'm keeping Ball on that slot. As much as I want the Super Mario Brothers one, which keeps falling asleep, sadly. Sadly, it just keeps falling asleep, and it's pretty annoying. Yeah. So, oh yeah, That was the other cool thing. They came with kickstands, with their own kickstands. Thankfully, it doesn't break like like a certain other kickstand that we've all had to bear witness to, which is kind of shocking given that this stand is perfect and from 1980. And then of course, then last year Nintendo did the Super Mario Bros. 35 was such a random number to pick, and they did the Game & Watch, the Super Mario Brothers, and I was actually really happy about what Nintendo had might potentially do. I know it seems so weird. This is definitely nostalgia bait, hands down. I do not reject the criticism that this is a nostalgia bait because it's Super Mario Brothers. How many Super Mario Brothers games do we have to get rendition? But this is definitely nostalgia bait, and that's right up my alley because the Game & Watch is very endearing to me. Because being my first Nintendo system collection of systems, but it was pretty awesome getting Super Mario Brothers. It was very easy to get. Well, then again, I do have a few advantages, but anyway. So due to my location, but yeah. So I scooped this up, and what actually got me stoked, for those of you who understand Game & Watch, is the fact that on the box it says color screen. That now, if you've collected Game & Watch back in the day, they had like it was like a specific series, so that would say it right across here. It would say like widescreen series or dual screen series. So seeing color screen on here really has a legitimate feel that this is the part of the Game & Watch family. Like this is a continuation of Game & Watch, the Game & Watch series, and the fact that Nintendo's coming out with The Legend of Zelda this year, I feel solidifies that it looks like they're gonna at least go all in. If not, I know that these are like limited editions, these are limited times and everything. Well, not really limited time. Not really limited time. Because I found Game & Watches in the piles out in the wild at places like Best Buy and Target. So even though Nintendo's not mass producing them, there are still some Best Buys. I know that a couple of Best Buys in New Jersey. I think one in Jersey City. There's one in Jersey City, New Jersey, that still has a whole bunch of these Super Mario Bros. Game & Watches available. If you get over there quickly, now that I revealed it, well, it doesn't matter to me. I already got my Game & Watch, but yeah, if any of you are still looking for a Game & Watch, go. There's one in Best Buy in Jersey City. Just thought I'd give you all the heads up. But they got a whole pile available. Don't know how long for, but they have it. And I think the Target nearby also might have it. I don't know. Can't say. I can't guarantee. I haven't been there in a while. But anyway, to get back to my point, the fact that they call it the color screen series actually really gives credence that this is a continuation of the series. I know a lot of people, I know some people probably go in the comment section, no, it's not a continuation of the series. Well, they're coming out with Zelda, and it's gonna say color screen series on here too. So Nintendo might not have a whole army of Game & Watches to be re-released like the way they reissued Game & Watch Ball, but what I can say is this is definitely canon. The color screen series is canon, and they really were attentive to detail. They even got some of the little things down pat, like the little circle here, which was released in later games. Doing that, they hit the mark. They hit the mark. But like I said, it's a nostalgia bait. And if you are looking for nostalgia bait, yeah, go for it. But it's Super Mario Brothers. We all have it. We all have a copy of it at some point. There's no need for it. there's really no need for it. So yeah. So that's my Game & Watch journey. I'll probably repeat that the next time I do the show, do another Game & Watch show with The Legend of Zelda. So what I want to try to do first, if you all don't mind indulging me, is allow me to enlarge this screen and see if I could play Game & Watch. See if I could play the Game & Watch ball. Oh, okay, that's all. Alright then, I'll just fix that up. So, if you allow me the indulgence, I want to try and see if I could play Game & Watch Ball. See if I could do Game & Watch Ball right here on the whole screen. Oh, excellent, excellent. If I could just position this right. Okay, so... Alright. So, my high score is 1,002... Oh, no, that's the time, isn't it? Yeah, that's the time. Yeah, I'll just go game. There we go. So, let's see. Okay, let's see if I could do it. Do it. Go crazy here. Do it this way. I won't play too long. Just get to a certain area. So this is Game & Watch Ball in a nutshell. I'm playing it a mirror. I'm looking at the main screen here because I want you all to see the gameplay. Ah, excellent. There we go. Oh, and it broke. Oh, it's only oh, right. It's only one time, huh? Yeah, I'll do the. Let's try the 3 here. This one is 3 ball. Oh, I broke it. Like I said, I'm playing mirrored, so it's a little bit tricky, but as you can see, as you can see, I got a good view going here. There we go. Question is, can I be able to get to 100 points playing like this? Hit that select the like button if you're enjoying watching me do something crazy like this. Please note that you are cordially invited to join this channel. Please select the subscribe button below and RSVP in the comments section. And please indulge yourself with hitting like buttons and bell buttons and all the little whistles that come with joining a channel. And I aim to entertain you all. There we go. And oh, that's it. How many points was that? 19 points. Hey, not bad. Not bad. That was 19 points. Alright, let's reset that. Let's reset that. That's going to be the thumbnail. I'm going to make that the thumbnail. There we go. Game & Watch. Game & Watch. How you say? Oh, you know what? I'll play one more time so I could get the thumbnail. Oh. Oh, went the wrong way. Okay, that was Game & Watch Ball. Okay, how's that? How's that look? Is that good and clear? Okay, well, I know you're not going to see it when I shrink the screen, but that was for the nice little thumbnail. Let's see here. Now, I wasn't sure I'll be able to pull this one off because it is very old, and I'm not sure if you'll notice, but it is a little faint at the top. You see that little black spot there? It does, the LCD, the liquid crystal display, the LCD, is a little bit marked, being that it is a very old thing, but it still works very well. I doubt I could be able to pull this off because this requires me to press a lot of buttons as opposed to ball. So let's see if I can pull this off. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see because unlike ball, there's a whole lot of screen going on up there. So let's see here. Okay, here comes the drop jaw. Oh, I got hit by the drop jaw. Yeah, this is a little this is a little harder because the screen is a lot smaller. All right, it looks like I grabbed the thing. Good thing that there's no time going on. Got past the trap jaw. No, got caught by the trap jaw. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Because I don't know if I could be able. Let me see. Can I do it this way? Let's see here. Can you see it this way? Can I be able to play it? No. No matter which way I angle it, unless I angle. Yeah, there's no way I can angle that so you could all see it. But anyway, it was a good try. It was a good try. That was a good try, of course. And of course, Super Mario Brothers. So let's go for it. Here we go, Super Mario Brothers. I think this will be fun. Being able to see that though. Here we go. We'll just do Super Mario Brothers 1. And oh no. There we go. Just a quickie. Yeah, the most powerful Goomba in all of oh. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Reset the game. Yeah. So yeah, this one's gonna fall asleep. So there's no sense in me trying to. Can't even keep this to stand up. Yeah, and it's blocking too much. Or maybe if I slide it over here. I'm just trying to get my little setup going because I really would like. There we go. Hey, not bad. Not bad. I really don't want to block the box too much for my background. Can I hold it up here? No? Yeah, see, because I want the Game Boy. That's what stinks. Oh. I know, I'm messing around. I know. I gotta get into what you all came here to see, and that is Game Watch. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's get to the nitty. Hey. Oh, gotta be careful not to bump too much. That'll blank out anyway, so it's gonna fall asleep. So, cool. Oh, hey, Scoop Dog. Sorry. Sorry. I had been on the OBS here, so I could do the Game & Watch and everything. Deltarune? Yeah. You know what? Oh no! I can't do Deltarune because I haven't played Undertale yet. And I don't know if there's continuity in Deltarune. I don't want Undertale to get spoiled. So I gotta get through Undertale first before I could jump into Deltarune. I still gotta get Part 2 downloaded. I got Part 1. Just gotta get my hands on Part 2. But I definitely have Undertale and Deltarune. I just don't know if Deltarune's gonna spoil Undertale, because I gotta get through. Because I gotta start working through that one. Because I definitely want to jump in on that. I got a lot of games. I got a whole lot of games. So that's the big question. If Deltarune is not does not spoil Undertale, then okay, thank goodness. Okay, because I was holding off playing Deltarune because of Undertale, but if it's got nothing to do with it, then yes, I'll jump into Part 1 next week. Then I'll make that official. Normally I'd save a game like that for Splatterbomb Lounge, but I'm gonna make the exception because I do want to try and jump into as many different games as possible on on my library. So yeah, I'll do that. Maybe I could, yeah. Well, I'll see what happens. But yeah, no. I was trying to figure out what game I wanted to go for next week, and yeah, you know what? I'll do Deltarune. I'll do Part 1, and I'll jump into Part 1 and see where that goes. But yes, thanks for letting me know Deltarune has nothing to do with with Undertale, because I didn't want to get spoiled, and I could save Undertale for Splatterbomb Lounge. Okay, so now that I took care of showing off the my miniature Game & Watch collection, let me just fix this up and let's go through the gallery. Let's check out the history and on the good old GameCube Game Boy player. Okay, so yeah, this only had 4 games: Manhole, Fire, Octopus, Oil Panic. So how you doing, Scoop Dog? Doing good? You doing good today? Having a good day? Going all out on Game & Watch here for a little freelance gaming. I hope you enjoyed me playing ball. Oh, what happened here? I just heard strange. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I had a bit of a scare here because for some weird reason my GameCube main system reset. So the whole clock and date got reset, and then all of a sudden my purple controller was acting up. I didn't think I was going to be able to pull off this show. I was very scared out of my brain. But thankfully, I just had to switch controllers to get it under control and just reset the clock, which really PO'd me because the internal clock of the GameCube had always maintained itself since I put in storage 15 years ago. Like, it was literally in storage. It was just sitting there collecting dust and everything, but the clock was still working when I jumped in on. When I jumped in on the Game Boy player earlier this year with the when I did Ninja Gaiden Shadow and Kung Fu Master. So I was a little PO'd that now of all times it decides to start resetting like the Dreamcast. So right now playing Manhole, and the objective is to not let any of these guys fall into the manhole. So this is the modern. So Game & Watch Gallery, Nintendo offered up not just only the original Game & Watch games featuring Mr. Game & Watch, but it also they modernized it with Mario characters, which made me question Nintendo's decision not to include Game & Watch Gallery music or Game & Watch Gallery stages in Smash Brothers. It would have made perfect sense. How cool would it have been to see this type of stage, the manhole stage, like this, and you're watching, you know what I mean. But hearing the manhole music. See, that would have been perfect. Look at it's a good song, and it really has a nice Smash Brothers feel to it if remixed properly. So it really perturbs me because they could have done that to acknowledge how they expanded Game & Watch the series. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Indeed, Scoop Dog. Game & Watch is so simple yet fun. Oh. What's so great about Game & Watch is that it's easy to learn and hard to master. But then, if you understand the games, the way it's designed, if you play the original with Mr. Game & Watch, you really understand the timing of being able to catch the ball and everything. Like you can really see, you can really see the next move very easily, and you just have to react to it. Hey, got a 1-up? Nope. Well, I hit 100, so. Of course, Mario had to be the one. What? Mario had to be the villain here. I would have expected Wario to do that, not Mario. What are they trying to say? He's like Mickey Mouse, mischievous? Yeah, that's the thing about me and Game Watch. I'm probably gonna score 1,000 points before I know it. And that'll be the whole show, just manhole. There we go. Now bear in mind, this is just game A, which is easy mode. I'll switch over to the hard mode, which is game mode B, and let's see how much I can really pull off. Now the thing about manhole, with the Game Boy is that you don't have the advantage of the button scheme from Manhole's Game & Watch, which was legitimately diagonal. I didn't get that. I needed that heart. That would have cleared out the miss. That's the other thing they added to Game & Watch. But the button scheme, it was a single screen just like a ball that you see here, but it had 4 buttons, but they were diagonal. As opposed to using the cross pad here. See, because I gotta use the cross pad, and I have to press left and then up, then right and down. But on the original Game & Watch, it was literal diagonal control. So you were moving diagonally across the game. thus allowing you to catch the little Game & Watch, Mr. Game & Watches while they're bouncing around. So you have much better reflex, better reflex assistance. Oh, that's it. 247 points. Hey. So that's one of the big disadvantages. I mean, you see, the A and B button gives you the diagonal, but it's not the kind of diagonal you think it is. Diagonal is a 4-button scheme. Oh, my high score is 595. Okay. So my high score on hard is 284. But the diagonal scheme, you need 4 buttons to pull it off, but you need them in a different way as opposed to the A and B buttons, which are side to side. Basically, the buttons would look like a little box kind of thing, and you would see the arrows pointing in diagonal directions, thereby matching what you see on the screen, matching what you see here on the screen here. So this is hard mode. So that's always been one of the disadvantages regarding playing Game & Watch Gallery and Game Boy, is that you don't have the actual control schemes from the originals. So right now I'm holding down the A button, as you can see here. So it assists in pulling off diagonal moves. It's pretty tricky to explain, but but I saw where Nintendo was going with, but unfortunately, that's one of the hard difficulties. You know, it would be really cool if they bring back Game & Watch. They did that on the DS, the DSiWare, I believe, if I recall correctly. Where you could get the actual, you get the renditions of Game & Watch. And they need to bring that back for the Switch. I think they could pull it off on the Switch, maybe with the touchscreen. And they could actually have the actual button schemes proper on the touchscreen. That's it. Okay, 99 points. Try not to let the manholes drop. Use the A button to move diagonally. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, so this is what manhole looks like in classic. Yes, this is Game & Watch. Just keep in mind, the 1 frames per second was very revolutionary back in 1980s. It was total high definition stuff. I mean, they had liquid crystal display. That was like a big deal. When it went widescreen, oh man. And then color. Once color hit, oh wow, that just changed everything we thought of Game & Watch back then. The detail rendering of Mickey Mouse and Goofy, Popeye, games like Popeye, Egg Hatch. Was it Egg Hatch? Was that what it's called? Egg Catch? Turtle Bridge? Egg? Like, if you had those new ones, oh yeah, you were it. You were dealing with you were definitely next gen Game & Watch right there. So one of the tricks to Game & Watch, if you've noticed, my characters are still floating above, and that's because when they touch the manhole, there's a little ping, and it gives you the points, and then you can just move off of it just like that. But unfortunately, you got to be fast to the other side to get to the other side. because they really catch on. Oh, I messed up there. I'll play this again so you can see it. But that's always been the trick with Game & Watch, is that once you get the ping, it's already saying this is done, and you can move on to the next spot. So, ping. There, see? And it doesn't fall over because it already acknowledged that. So, the hit detection was pretty good. But unfortunately, you gotta get to the other side quickly, to this end here, because the hit detection will detect that there's no manhole under there, and then you're basically screwed. Just like that. And this actually helps when you get more characters that you can move around. Like that. You see? So you don't have to worry about the character once you get pinged. You just need to get the ping and move on to the next spot, next hole. Oh yes, listen to that music. This was like next gen music. You thought electronic football had tight music? This music was tight. Like this was total elevation, man. And that's why this is a good thing, because you see how they're side to side like that? Made it easy to not worry about that, and then you could get over to here. See, now he's not falling down because you could focus on the lead pedestrian, the lead Mr. Game & Watch. And it's all just a matter of measuring the distance, because sometimes your eyes can play a trick on you, and you're thinking that you're ahead of the characters, but they're actually not ahead of the how do you say, patterned. See? You would think that the one on the bottom is going to go first, but it was actually the top. So those are like the little tricks in... But you gotta watch out for the offbeat. There we go. That's the proper saying. Sometimes they'll go offbeat, and you're thinking that one is gonna be the lead that's gonna touch the hole, but it's actually the other one, the other character. Oh, yeah. See, that's some of the disadvantages there. Disadvantages of not having the appropriate Game & Watch controls. That's why I would really love to see that on the Switch. You see? I thought that the second one was going to be the lead and the back one... Yeah. So, that's why I really would love to see Game & Watch. But do like they did with the Neo Geo Pocket. The Neo Geo Pocket collection, if you buy any of the Neo Geo Pocket games on the Switch, you can actually use the touchscreen to simulate the control button movements. Though I don't think they did a really good job on that one. From what I've tried, but what I do know is that with Game & Watch, you don't have that type of problem because of the way Mr. Game & Watch moves. Since he's 1 frame per second, he's like deep, deep, deep. And he's 1 frame per second, so you don't have to worry about trying to emulate holding a control stick forward or backward like you would in Neo Geo Pocket on the touchscreen. You just tap. It's all tapping. And I think that it would work great on the Nintendo Switch to be able to put on the touchscreen, and you could tap on the screen because that's all you need is just taps, accurate taps, and they could actually get the control scheme, the proper control schemes, like in Manhole, and you could be able to really play Manhole the way it's meant to be played. I would be totally down with that if Nintendo would go in that direction. So this is hard mode. Game mode B. So yeah, Super Mario Brothers went to sleep. I wish it wouldn't have gone to sleep. The only way it could stay awake is if I plug it in, but unfortunately, the Game & Watch plug that came with Super Mario Brothers is very, very short. It's not long reach, and I don't have the type of long USB 2 USB 2 USB 3 cord for me to be able to extend it out and plug it into my Switch dock USB port, so that way it can stay on for all of you to look at. So you're gonna be looking at a blank screen. Then again, my screen on my end is small, so you probably won't even see it. See, this is why we need diagonals. They're diagonal buttons. I know they have the diagonal button, but it's very weird. See, because I could do diagonal, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't fit right. Because you could go diagonal like this, or you could go diagonal like this, but you gotta press the down buttons. You gotta like position it with the cross pads to pull this off. Yeah. So yeah, the diagonal button is helpful, but it just feels weird. It's not Game & Watch weird. This is Game Boy weird. Oh, there it goes. Yep, that's it. Alright, let's jump on to the next game. Don't mistake which will step first. Yep. They alternate their steps, but yeah. So, let's go to the next game. Fire! Fire! I wonder what all... I forgot what the stars do. Do I have the instructions in here? No, I know I have my instructions in here. Let's read the instructions and see what the stars mean. Woohoo! Let's take a second here and find out what the stars mean. Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have the music on, right? I'm talking about the music here and I don't even have the game capture. I am so sorry about that. I thought I put the audio back on and I did not. Oh boy. Although, what difference does it make? Yeah. So, here's the manhole music. Yeah, I'll put the manhole music on. This should have been I apologize about that. I thought I had I thought I turned the mute off. Turned the mute off and I didn't. So let me just give you a few moments to enjoy the manhole music here, so you'd understand what I mean. When I was talking about earlier that they should have had this in Smash Brothers. They should have remixed these. It's not a bad song, and this is definitely a Smash Brothers song. mean, they could have used made a Game & Watch Gallery stage instead of shafting Mr. Game & Watch with just one stage. And it would have fit perfectly too, given that they're using Mario characters in Game & Watch Gallery. So having a Game & Watch Gallery stage would have been perfect. Could have had one of the like a green, blue Yoshi or a red Yoshi if they did the manhole stage. They could have done the manhole stage. This is a perfect stage for Game & Watch because you got multiple platforms, and then you got the you got the pitfall traps, you know, just like some of the stages do. And you had the music to go with it. Just put out all the Game & Watch music. But yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had the mute off. I took the mute off for the Game & Watches, so you could hear the little clicks and bleeps and bloops and all that. And I'm sitting here talking about the music, and y'all like, "There's no music on." You're probably all like, "There's no music on." You're gonna put in the comments section saying, "There's no music on," until you get to this point. Come on, Nintendo, you had a great list of songs here from Game & Watch Gallery. You could have put in Mr. Game & Watch's stages, the flat zones. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. But yeah, that's manhole music. So I believe fire is a little different. Now I was gonna go into here because I wanted to find out what the stars are. I should have leaned into this before jumping into the game. But then again, I didn't want to waste too much time to get into the game. So yeah, this is the Game & Watch Gallery instruction booklet. It's pretty cool. Super Game Boy game pack back in the days. So let's see what this here. So what is Game & Watch? Originally released in the early 1980s, the Game & Watch line marked Nintendo's entry into the portable video game market, featuring liquid crystal displays and a handy size small enough to fit in a pocket. They quickly became a hit everywhere for gamers on the go. Ball, released in 1980, was the first of many released by Nintendo. Now keep in mind that this came out. When did this come out? 1997, like right around 1997, this came out, according to this. Yes, 1997. Game & Watch Gallery came out in 1997, and Nintendo was referring to us as gamers. They were referring to us as gamers as far back as 1997. Ain't that something? It says it right there in the rule book. Gamers. Keep Up with the Manhole, released in 1980 and 1983. Fire, which was released in 1980 and 1981. So those were like re-releases. Those were probably yeah. See, here we go. This is perfect. Here we go. If you can see very clearly, I'm not. Oh, well, sorry, my screen is very small. Here, let me enlarge this because this is the point that I was trying to make regarding the control scheme. I'll just zoom this up. Sorry, and here we go. So, here we go. If you could be able to. Sorry, I'm a little bit on the zoomed here. Here we go. So you see manhole here. You see the if you can see very carefully. Sorry, I'm a little bit zoomed. I'm not zoomed in, but if you see very carefully, you see the 4 buttons there, and you see the arrows where they're pointing at. That's how you play manhole. That's how you're supposed to really play manhole properly. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Just pull back a little bit more. So but if you can see very clearly, that's the way Manhole is supposed to be played. With 4 buttons, and each of them is actually a diagonal movement, not a left, right, up, down movement. So that's the way it operates. And, yeah, and then you can see Nintendo also included what Oil Panic, Octopus, and Fire look like. Very simple, very simple. But with Manhole, as you can see, you need the 4 buttons, and they have to be pointing in diagonal directions. So that's the way that works. So that's the way Manhole's supposed to work. But kudos to Nintendo for really putting the effort in. I hope that the music is not too loud and drowning me out. I was doing a lot of testings. Here we go. Let me put my box up here. Put my display back. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, that's what Manhole is supposed to look like. And what's crazy, yeah, you could see the precursor. Well, unfortunately, I'm not gonna enlarge it again. But yeah, but if you saw the Oil Panic one, that was a dual screen, but precursor to the Nintendo DS. I mean, Nintendo was like so ahead of the curve. Oh look, they even got this here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do it again. I really want you guys to see this because this is such a significant piece of Nintendo history, maybe even video game history, especially since this was the system that started the crosspad, that became the industry standard in video games. Yeah, you can see right here. This is Donkey Kong. Oh no, it was Donkey Kong 1. I thought it was Donkey Kong 2 that I had. Oh, it was Donkey Kong 1. Okay, so yeah. So if you see here, this is Donkey Kong. This was my first Game & Watch that I got when I was a kid. There we go. And I'm not sure. Well, you could probably sorry. Again, it's blurry. But yeah, this was my first Game & Watch. My very first Game & Watch, and you can see here the crosspad. That was my first introduction to Nintendo's crosspad before the Nintendo Entertainment System came out. Before the NES came out, this is my first experience with Nintendo's crosspad. So you can imagine the advantage I had when the NES came out, especially my cousin and I, because we both had I forgot which Game & Watch game he had, but he also had a crosspad just like me. So we both both of us Atari junkies was already learning how to use the crosspad before Nintendo brought out the NES. So when we both jumped in on the NES, we were already ahead of the curve because we knew exactly how to hold it. and many more. Anybody else, especially many more Game & Watch owners back then, who had the crosspads. We already were ahead of the curve from the Atari junkies and the ColecoVisions and the Intellivision players and all the others who were still on joysticks. I'm wondering how many neighborhood kids was like ripping their friends apart while their friends was like, how do I use the crosspad? How does this crosspad work? While their friend is like running circles around them, Ice Climbers and Excite Bike and Mario Brothers. But this is pretty impressive. There's a store over in New York City that actually sells Game & Watches. That they have them. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are just displays, but they do have price tags on some of them, and it's pretty steep given their collectability. But but yeah, this was great that they put the little history in here. I must have forgotten about this. It was so long since I looked at this. But what did these stars mean? Supposed to mean to me? Here we go. So, according to the rulebook, if you press any button while the title screen is displayed, the game select screen will appear. Select any game by pressing up and down. Yeah. Press left or right to scroll the screen and receive the milestone scores achieved for each game. Each milestone achieved will be displayed by a star. The top row of the milestone stars is for the modern mode. The lower row is for the classic mode. 1 star is worth 200 points. Collect 5 stars in each game to reveal a secret. So that means that I have not unlocked any secrets. I only unlocked 2 secrets. That's it, 2 secrets. I wonder what those secrets are. Well, I gotta power through some of these games now. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a little clearer. There we go. It's all glare. I should have put this out when I was. Everything's falling apart. I'm just. You can see that I'm pretty stoked about Game & Watch. I mean, this was one of the things that I genuinely love. I really love this system. I really love this system, and really, it just made a fundamental it made a fundamental difference for me in gaming. I probably would have been so far behind the curve on the NES if it was not for Game & Watch. There we go. So let me not take up too much more time. For all of you watching, let's go into fire. Let's see if I could. Okay, so I took care of that. So I need 2 more stars on there. So let's see if we could try. Let's see if I could try and unlock at least one more thing. One thing. I'm not sure what I'm unlocking, but we'll see what happens. So I would have to do hard mode to unlock that. But first, let's start by going through the whole shebang here. Easy. So this is modern. And what you do is you got the trampoline, and you bounce, well, the toads in modern mode right into Princess Peach's coach. Mushroom coach. The fairy godmother offered her a mushroom instead of a pumpkin. When the fairy godmother presented the pumpkin, Princess Peach was like, I am not going in that gaudy little thing. You're gonna put that in that mushroom over there, and pointed to this tiny little mushroom. Sitting wedged between two roots. A fairy godmother scratched her head, but was like, "Okay, here's the mushroom." Choosers can't be. What is that? Choosers can't be losers. Picky. Well, whatever it is, however that phrase goes. And also, kudos to Nintendo for spotting up. Kudos to Nintendo for spotting up Donkey Kong Jr. For a time before Game Boy Donkey Kong came out, like Donkey Kong was just completely forgotten. And then Nintendo just comes out of nowhere with not only the Game Boy release of Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong Country thanks to Rare. And Super Mario Kart also had Donkey Kong Jr. But it was pretty cool that Donkey Kong got some love. Was getting love at that point in the 90s. So I'm on easy mode just to show how this goes. Point. Just listen to that song. Come on, Nintendo. You could have put that in there in Smash Brothers. Man, this was ripe for remixing. Or at least do the medley like you did with Kirby. Like you did with the Kirby stage, Kirby GB stage. And you did a little medley of Kirby Game Boy songs. You just used the actual Kirby Game Boy song, but you put it as a medley. You could have done it here. Gave them a Game & Watch medley. Ow! You gotta love how Mario and Luigi just ran on. It's like, oh no, they're gonna tell the princess. It's like, how many Donkey Kong Juniors are there? Well, they've been Princess Peach been cloning Donkey Kong Juniors. Toads make perfect sense. You just get the mycelium and then you get like a whole bunch of toads. And it gives birth to like 100 toads inside the dank cave or the basement or wherever mycelium grows at. It's gotta be so freaky watching them grow out of mycelium. Look at that, I'm totally focused on easy mode. $200. And here comes the princess. There we go, got rid of that miss. That was the thing, because I missed that heart in manhole, which would have removed the miss. That's kind of like an extra life, kind of. I know it is an extra life. Go. Woo. $300. Haha. You know what? I gotta also do that. A Tetris show, Tetris Game Boy show. See if I can make it all the way up to the high levels from level 0 to level 10. I think it was. I forgot what level. I don't know. I got very high. I get very high in Tetris from watching that speed. The untrained eye. That hand-eye coordination. I got a lot of Game Boy games. Ooh. Oh man. Well, not a lot, but I got a good chunk. A decent library. I definitely want to get in on them. Thank goodness for the Game Boy player. On the Gamecube. I missed out on the Super Game Boy on the Super Nintendo. But when Nintendo came out with the Game Boy player, it was like, yes. And not only did it play Game Boy Advance, but it played the classic Game Boy games. I kind of realized though that I didn't activate the progressive mode because I do have the what is it called? Composite cable? The red, blue, and green. I forgot it was. Is it component or composite? I get it confused. But I do. I was lucky enough to get that cord from Nintendo. I had to order it online. at Nintendo's website when their store was in there. Well, it wasn't even so much a store; it was more like replacement parts kind of thing. And I got my hands on that since my GameCube had the socket for progressive scanning. And I ain't looking back since. Although it was pretty disturbing to see that I still had to use the classic yellow, the yellow, red, blue cord that's used in Super Nintendo and N64 to cover the audio, because it didn't come with the audio. Oh no, the Yoshis are gonna eat me. So yeah, thankfully I was able to find the adapter, the converter, the proper converter for that cord, so that way I could do it. But the fact that I completely missed, forgot to put the progressive scan mode on. Although I don't know if it would make a difference since this is Game Boy. But it does. But the Game Boy player does activate the progressive scan. I hope it's still nice and clear though, clear enough, because you know we're talking about Game Boy pixelation here. And I'm assuming, I never even bothered to check. I think the Game Boy player activates the, how do you say? I think the Game Boy Player activates the Super Game Boy, so this is the Super Game Boy colors. I think. Or am I on default? I'll have to take a look. And just so you all know, as you're watching this happening, I had to do this on the old Game Boy. So if you know about the old Game Boy, for those of you, that was a green screen with no backlight, and I had to do all of this, all that I'm doing right now, the way I'm playing, with that with that green color and no backlight. I had to use pseudo light to rack up those scores that you saw on there. Those high scores that I got. So yeah. Oh. So yeah, I'm sure many of you will be like, "Oh, you poor guy, you poor guy having to play with that kind of technology. That's so primitive." How barbaric. There you go. How barbaric that you had to play with no backlight and all green. That's such barbarians. You're such barbarian gamers. Okay, 1000 was the high score. I couldn't rock that. Easy and hard. What was I gonna? Oh yes, let me just see something, because I wanna see if I can fix the colors here. I still got a couple more games to go, but let me just check my Game Boy Player instruction manual here to see. Okay, so it did warn about that, but is there anything about the Super Game Boy? Let's see here. Oh, filter. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if I could work that filter out. Timer, so... Alright. It really didn't make a difference, did it? Huh? Normal, soft. I'll keep it on soft. Let's see here. No, that's fine. Screen size full. No. How about frames? Because purple's too dark. Let me go for a more brighter color here. Let me see if I could get more nicer color for the screen. Oh. How's that? Ooh, very technological. Okay. So let me see here. Okay, so I guess when I had to start it up. Okay, so the Game Boy palette. A few original Game Boy game packs may have display or sound problems. Motion sensor, rumble feature, and infrared feature game packs will not work with Game Boy player. Sorry, Boktai fans. Is it Boktai? Oh crap, what was the name of that game that used solar energy on Game Boy Advance? Oh well. Oh, someone will tell me. Let's see, you can adjust the screen size for original Game Boy by pressing L and R. There are 12 different color palettes that can be used with original monochrome games. To set you must press up, down, left, right with the control stick or control pad and the A and B button. This must be done while the Game Boy logo appears on the screen. Oh, okay. You should have leaned into that first. Shouldn't save that for last because I probably would have started off, but so yeah, this is a very nasty green color here. But I'm not gonna reset or anything. I'm gonna keep pushing on. I'm using the table for the functionalities. So that's actually kind of disappointing. I don't know if this is. Honestly, I don't know if this is the Super Game Boy that it's displaying on here. Oh yeah, that's right. I can also use the e-reader. I'll have to pull out the e-reader for that one. Oh, I should have pulled out the e-reader. Because I got manhole. Because I got e-reader manhole. Okay. That's interesting. It's got instructions on here. Single player games can be used in multiplayer games. Oh, that's interesting. For multiplayer games, the Game Boy player can be treated like another Game Boy system if you use the EXT, which is this little thing right here, that old school thing, and just connect it to another Game Boy. Do not connect multiple Game Boy players using this method. Ah, you can't use multiple Game Boy players, but you can connect a regular Game Boy. That's crazy. Oh wow, that's crazy. You get the right adapter. But yeah, unfortunately I can't change the colors. I got it. So soft, normal, and sharp display quality. Okay, I understand. But I haven't had any blurs or shakes or anything, so perfectly fine. So yeah, unfortunately, that's unfortunate because I would have liked to have put in the Super Game Boy display. Let me see here. It shows. Yeah. See. Okay. Yeah, it's very clear here. It's definitely not Super Game Boy. If you look at the box, well, you won't be able to see it from here. But on the display box, there is it's got its own border. It comes with its own border. Wow, yeah. See, they got custom. It's got its own unique custom borders. But I would need the Game Boy player to actually enjoy that. That's actually very disappointing. That Game Boy player did not come with the Game Boy player feature, which now makes me wonder about the Game Boy Color and if that will give me the Game Boy Color scheme. Oh well. Let me not waste too much time. Let's get this going on here. So this is game mode B, or the Fire Flower. Apparently the song stopped. There's no music. What's going on here? It's all sound effects. Ah, Superstar. Oh, Did I turn the music off? I must have turned the music off. Oh well, I'm sorry about that. because that would have been nice to have. Ah. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a star on this one, am I? 100. I need 100 more points. I'm not sure how the stars... Is it... oh, well. We'll soon find out. Ow. Oh well. Oh, there's a very hard mode here. Oh, okay. I must have unlocked the very hard mode. Very hard, push left, easy. Push up for very hard. Push right for hard. Push left for easy. I see. So I got a very hard mode there, but I'm not gonna play very hard mode. I wanna get into the classic. This is what fire looks like, and yes, this is what you see in Smash Brothers. Well, not this, but this is how it's played in Smash Brothers, the actual game. Get it into the ambulance. Let me tell you something. Some of these Game & Watch games can be pretty morbid and pretty violent, quite honestly. Take Octopus for example. You get caught by the octopus, you're technically dead. It's a giant octopus. It grabs you and it's eating you. And then we have here fire, where not only is there a blazing inferno going on, but you're actually killing the people you're supposed to save if you miss. And then you got manhole, where people are falling into what really is technically a toxic sludge. You know, no telling who pooped in there. And they're jumping out covered in poop. Probably got diseases and all kinds of weird bacteria. and people say Nintendo's kitty. You know, there was that one point where people were like, Nintendo's kitty. It's like, really? You're talking about the same company where 10-year-olds enslave creatures, living animals, and engage in cockfighting. You have this pink round ball that eats its victims and absorbs their essence. They're literally gone for good. They're dead. They're digested, and he takes over their powers. And then on top of that, you got Yoshi, who turns people into eggs by eating and crapping them into eggs. And then he throws the eggs and the eggs explode with their bodies still in it. I mean, let's be realistic here. That's way too hardcore. That's way too grimdark and too hardcore there. Yeah, you're sitting there talking about, yeah, I'm beating up this cop in Grand Theft Auto, and then I beat up this guy and steal his car. Yeah. Well, guess what? I'm eating this enemy, digesting it, and taking over its powers. I'm over here saving people from an inferno, and they're gonna die if I don't get them into the ambulance, if they're not dead already when they land in the ambulance. Don't give me Nintendo's kitty here. I'm freaking playing with this animal who for all intents and purposes is under my control and has and has to fight by my own will, my own bidding. And on top of that, you got 10-year-olds fighting world criminal organizations. That is the job of adults. Walking into infernos, going into frozen tundras. They're going into all these dangerous elements and dealing with creatures that actually eat each other. If you read the lore, in-game lore in those Pokemon video games, these suckers eat each other. They eat souls. They literally eat souls and bend time and space, and you got these kids capturing them. And you're gonna tell me Nintendo's kitty? You're gonna sit there and tell me Nintendo's kitty? And then you got Star Fox. Then you got games like Metroid and Star Fox, where Samus committed total extinction of an animal race, the Metroids. And then you got Star Fox, where you blowing up. You're literally in war. You're blowing up ships. You're killing these guys, these enemy pilots. So much so that in the original Star Fox, if you look very carefully, if you get the right hit, one of the pilots actually flies into your screen. After they get blown out of the ship, mind you, they're not wearing any oxygen masks or suits. They are literally getting, the oh, this guy died. He's all mad. I know Nintendo tries to skirt that, but let's be realistic. That guy's back is busted. He's got to go through many surgeries. He's limping away with many surgeries. So yeah, this whole Nintendo kitty, that's some ridiculous stuff, man. And this goes as far back as Game & Watch. And don't get me started with Wario. I mean, we're playing Wario. He's an anti-villain. He's anti-villain, and we're playing him going around hoarding up money or scheming or scheming in Wario, either hoarding up money in Wario. Oh, I hit 200. Nice. That's why. Since I hit the 200 mark, the miss is gone. How you say? We're playing Wario, who's an anti-villain. Who started off as Mario's legit villain in Super Mario Land 2, and we're running around gallivanting, stealing money, and created a company that's scheming money out of people. He's legitimately ripping people off in WarioWare, because those micro games are not exactly high quality in universe. Let's be realistic here. It's not really high quality gaming in universe. and he's ripping people off with that, those micro games. And then you got Tom Nook, who's freaking who I'm very convinced is with the Mafia, given the way he operates in Animal Crossing. He's just one mispayment away from breaking your legs. He wants his dang shells. So yeah, don't give me this Nintendo's kitty business. Because that's way too hardcore what they're doing, what goes on in there. And then of course you got the Famicom Detective Club, which Nintendo thankfully released here in the States. You're gonna sit there and tell me that doing a case involving murders and paranormal, high level paranormal stuff makes Nintendo kitty? Come on. Nintendo's kitty. $200 more points. I should hopefully I'll get a star. I should be able to get a star. I'm hoping that it's I'm hoping that I think that's right. I'm supposed to. It's not cumulative because then all those stars I got would have implied that I made 10,000 points, and I definitely didn't make 10,000 points. If my top scores are to show for it, died. No, just score 500 points. So that's pretty generous. Not sure what bonus I would get. Well, I have to get 5 stars to unlock. Is it 5 stars to unlock? Oh well. Ah. Oh well. Okay. 192 points on the hard mode. Let's see here. Let me just double check myself here. If I read that right about the stars. Oh yeah, see this the instructions for Super Game Boy. Oh wow, it's got an interrupt save feature. Oh, that's interesting. 1997 interrupt save feature. How did I miss these things? Well, you know what? Being that it was Game & Watch, I didn't bother reading the rule book because it was Game & Watch. I knew how these games operated. Okay. So it just only opens up the galleries, I guess. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. 1 star's worth 200 points. Collect 5 stars in each game to reveal a secret. Alright. So we'll see what happens. Let me see if I could get 200 points here. Now this one is even harder because they don't come from just the 3rd floor. They also jump from the 2nd floor, and I think the 1st floor too. I think they jump off the 1st floor, so you gotta be like real fast. I'm not sure if they do the 1st floor. We'll soon find out. Man, you could just see the love that was put into these games by Nintendo back then. And to think that this was inspired by a pocket calculator. Just a random commuter in the middle of Tokyo. Was it Tokyo or Kyoto? Kyoto, right? Well, in the middle of Japan. I'll just generalize that. In the middle of Japan, okay, a Nintendo game designer watched the dude mess around with a calculator and got inspired by that. That's just amazing how inspirations could just come from could lead to wonderful things like this. I guess one could say that that's a humble origin. Getting it from a pocket calculator. Getting your inspiration from a pocket calculator. Because it wasn't some grandiose thing. The pocket calculator, what is a pocket calculator to us? It just calculates numbers and that's it. And yet from that came one of Nintendo's best market lines in the early 80s. And became the precursor and introduced us to what would be the industry standard in game controls with the crosspad. It's just remarkable. See, this is what I was talking about. I thought the one on the right was gonna be the first to go, but the one on the left was had the priority. That's the trick of that's what's so tricky about Game & Watch. When they're near side to side, you don't know who's gonna be the first one. And that's a 50-50 chance. You know, maybe it was a good thing that the Game Boy player defaulted to... Oh, you see what I mean? Look how quick they just jumped down. You know, I'm glad the Game Boy player defaulted to green, because it is Game Boy. It wouldn't feel right not playing green. The Game Boy game in green. Green and brown. Well, green and dark green and brown. Well, it wasn't even brown on the Game Boy. On the old Game Boy. Man, that music. It's all rocking. High fidelity. High fidelity beeping. I knew it. He was. Makes one wonder if there's an AI going on here. He's like, yeah. Just keep waiting on that one. I'm gonna jump just when that right one comes out. Ah! It's like All right, so that was fire. Sorry, it took so long on that one. Looks like I got a star there. Yeah, I got a star because it was 2 stars. Now it's 3. All right, so we got Octopus featuring Princess and Mario. Princess Peach and Princess Toadstool. Princess Toadstool in this household. Princess Toadstool. You know, one of the things that blew my brains was in Super Mario Brothers. In the original Super Mario Brothers, the rule book, it said Bowser, King of the Koopas. But then we had King Koopa. But then we had King Koopa when Super Mario Brothers Super Show came out. He wasn't called Bowser. He was just called King Koopa. And we all got stuck to King Koopa, but for some reason Nintendo insisted on calling him Bowser. In fact, you know what? Let me just get that. But please pardon me and allow me to indulge myself for a second here. Thank you. No, everything's falling apart. Oh my gosh, man. No. The show's ruined. No. Here we go. That didn't take long. Let me just double check myself here. That's what I get for indulgence, right? Shame. There we go. How's that? Oh. Is that Game & Watch ball? Oh, that's my Gamecube controller blocking everything. There we go. So there we go. Look at the display there. Let me just grab this here. Here we go. Yeah, this is a total chill stream. I'm not looking to go full on hard in character today. So yeah, this is my extremely old and broken down Super Mario Brothers rule book. As you can see, it's just falling apart. That's how old this is. Let me just find. Yeah, see? Here we go. Yeah, see? Bowser, King of the Koopas. Says it right there on the instruction booklet. But we ended up saying King Koopa because of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. How is this relevant to Game & Watch? Well, we got Mario right there on the screen. That's why it's relevant. And I was calling Princess Toadstool Princess Peach. In fact, that was the name they went with. Right there. You can see it right there. Right there, that question mark is Princess Toadstool. Princess Toadstool was a question mark. That's how we were introduced to her, as a question mark. Her name was Princess Toadstool. Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. before they decided, no, you're gonna call her Princess Peach. Momohime. Excuse me, I need to drink a little water here. My throat's getting coarse. Yeah. So that's that's a weird yeah. I'll just say yeah. But yeah, that was weird. That was kind of like a weird thing about about the old days when the names were always different from each other. Okay, so this is Octopus. Your objective is to get to the treasure chest and not get touched by the octopus. That's right, we're going to see Mr. Game & Watch's smash. But first we gotta deal with is there no music? Hold on a second. Let me jump out of this and find out what's going on with the music here. Okay, there we go. I got the music on. Okay, I don't know how. Oh, right, because I was pressing buttons before. The L and R buttons. Oh, sorry. There we go. Right. Here we go. There we go. We got ourselves music. Right off the bat. I didn't even press the button. It just automatically dropped in. Mario got eaten. And you just collect as much as you can. You push it to the limit. But that's the thing, he moves a lot slower. So you're encumbered. And you get your bonuses. Very high, very fast, high scoring game. And this was actually released from Club Nintendo. They had the Nintendo DS version of Octopus. Sadly, I was too dumb to pick it up because I had enough points to really rack up all those. I don't know what was going through my mind. I think, I was like looking at it, it's just, it's Octopus and it's that in a DS cartridge. My mentality was that the DS cartridge was very big, and seeing a Game & Watch, just one Game & Watch game, I wasn't sure if there were any others. It just said it only had Octopus in it. It's like, why am I gonna spend all those Club Nintendo points on a very large DS card, that can contain Super Mario 64 for Octopus, just so I could play Octopus. And honestly, yeah, I feel dumb not picking it up. I should have picked it up anyway, regardless. Mainly because of its rarity, and maybe because it made sense that that would be a thing on the DS to play Game & Watch the way it is. Ah, I got caught. Game over. When it gets tight, throw the treasure with the... Oh, I didn't realize that was an option. Hold on, was that in the original game? Let me see. No, it wasn't. That's something they added. Oh wow, so they added that. They added this. I never even knew. So they added a defensive measure. Oh wow. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Wait, what am I even running back up for? If I could just hit him. Oh well, never mind. Oh right, because you get more points when you go up there. Yes, that makes sense. Though very hilarious to just scheme up those points. Oh, haha. Oh, got trapped. My greed. Let me just get the points quickly here. I do want to get to 200. That was chintzy. There we go. Whoa. Alright. Oh, it was too slow. Poor Mario. Eaten alive by an octopus. Alright, I'll move along here. Whoa! There we go. There we go. Look at this. Listen to this song, Nintendo. Why do you not have this in Smash Brothers for Mr. Game & Watch? This is a good song. No. Oh. See, yeah, I got greedy there. I got greedy. Oh, well. Okay, that was hard. Oh, I was in hard mode. Oh, right, because I lost an easy mode. Did I lose an easy? Yes, I lost an easy mode. Alright, here's classic. This is what it looked like. And yes, there it is. the Final Smash right there. Now I was still in fighting games term. I was still in recovery. Well, you see the arms moving, and you see the startup, the active. I don't know, bring fighting game terms into Mr. Game & Watch. Doing mass amounts of research into frame data for Savage Strikers. I'm very ecstatic to playtest, get into the playtest. Hopefully this week. It took a whole month updating it, updating the rules and the cards to really fit the evolution. Oh no, I wasn't gonna make it. I was completely trapped. Wow. How you say? The game's evolution is almost complete, and moving away from being a deck builder. But the frame data definitely is playing a significant role for the card game. Unfortunately, it's very tough to tap into properly at the moment. Going with the rock paper scissors mechanic, it's very weird. It's very weird but it still makes sense, and the game flow is flowing nicely so far. But I won't know until I put it in the hands of playtesters. Got caught. Put it into the hands of playtesters to see how they respond to the gameplay. Remember how far the legs reach? There's a safe place even if all the legs are out. Alright. Yeah, I definitely Okay, yeah, I'm definitely nowhere near 200 for this one. Here's hard mode. Yeah, you can see how fast they're moving. This is definitely a game that tests your greed. So, so yeah, you know, all 12 fighters have been updated to fit the new rules and the evolution. Now it's just a matter of making sure that the game flows nice and smoothly, and then I could start going. Then I could start focusing more on balancing the fighters out. Well, I wouldn't say development. I still haven't decided yet if I want to pitch again. Go back to pitching. So that's something that I'll have to figure out what I want to do on the business side. That's not something for you guys to worry about. But what you guys need to know is that the evolution is progressing wonderfully, and it's gonna really feel like a fighting game. Well, it was already feeling like a fighting game, but I mean like you're gonna really feel the fighting game. Like, you're gonna feel the legitimacy of it being a fighting game in the form of cards. I'm very stoked. And most recently, for the past couple of weeks, big help with intfil.com. Intfil. I think I got the spelling right, but that website has it just started. If I remember correctly, it started in May, and it has I was trapped. How do you say? It has a very comprehensive glossary of fighting game terms, both from both game design, the way that the game developers like Capcom and them use their terminology for their games for when you play the game, as well as the terminology used by the FGC community, the fighting game community, the terms that they use for the games that they play. So that actually became a godsend with evolving Savage Strikers. So I'm very stoked because that really helped out. That's why I say that when this is all said and done, it's gonna really feel like an actual fighting game, like you're really playing a fighting game in card form. So I got my fingers crossed that everything will work out once I get the first playtest through. So that was Octopus. Whoa. Mr. Game & Watch's Smash, Final Smash. So now we're down to Oil Panic. I still don't know what I unlocked, so we're gonna see what I unlocked before I close out the show. But I'm gonna do Oil Panic. This was one of the earliest multi-screen games. This was the multi-screen series, which we saw in the DS and 3DS. Nintendo had this and did it all the way back in 1980 with Game & Watch. So, but this one is a lot more harder because you don't have the dual screen. It's actually all compressed, so it makes it very difficult. That's why I say that with the Switch, Nintendo could do Game & Watch because you could put in tape mode and you'll have the dual screen effect very easily. So let's start with the modern. So there's the dual screen. And this is one of Game & Watch's moves. Building up, catching the projectiles and filling up the bucket. So for the modern version, King Koopa is filling up. Is trying to ruin the princess's castle, and I'm supposed to dump this right to Yoshi. Yoshi's got to catch it, but he's got to be on the other side to get it. Just like that. And then he just... And then he throws a fireball. But if you miss, it'll fall on top of Donkey Kong and Luigi. Or some poor fortunate soul if it's you're playing the original. Dang it, get over here, Yoshi. No! Ah! And that's what happens when you overflow. I'm surprised. Thankfully, Nintendo didn't make that penalty in Smash Brothers. That would have been real messed up. Yeah, you'll just feed you. Feeding Yoshi oil. Need I mind you? We're feeding Yoshi oil. This is oil. That has got to be not healthy for poor Yoshi. I know he's spitting out fire. Given that he's, you know, he does blow fire, you know, if he eats the red shell, but let's just take that into consideration that we're poisoning this poor dinosaur. And Nintendo's supposed to be kitty. Yeah, look at that. Game & Watch. You drop you throw the oil onto a poor unsuspecting person. Probably lighting them up and burning their skin. Here we go. Oh, this is perfect. Come on. Ah, Yoshi went the other way. Come on, Yoshi. Here we go. Yeah, eat the crude. Eat that crude. Fresh Exxon. That's top quality Exxon. Ah, that's right, I can switch sides. I forgot about that. Here we go. You could flip them around like that to ensure. Oh, I missed. Oh, poor Luigi. He's like, I'm burning. I burned Luigi alive. I tarred him. He's gonna get tarred and feathered. Oh! Oh! I don't know what I was thinking. Now, the good thing about Oil Panic is that you have 5 chances actually. Well, I mean, you got 2 rows of misses. One is for the for spilling dumping the oil on the people, and one for the fire. Oh, there's a block that just appeared. Come on, come on. Ah, he went to the other side. Oh no, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. No! He walked away. Nah, I burned Donkey Kong. He suffered. He's just playing Game Boy. Poor Donkey Kong Jr. He's just playing Game Boy and I dump hot burning oil on him. The cruelty of it all. And look at that, I'm standing on flames. You can see the flames, look at the green flames there. Come on, come on. Here we go. Eat that. And eat that. Coins! Ooh, got some bonus coins. Maybe I might hit the 200 after all. Rack them points up. And you can see, look at that, you can see Mario on the bottom screen. Who's falling first? There we go. See Mario side to side if you look at the bottom screen. His head sticking out that window. There we go. Alright. I'm almost there. Oh, no, oh, I was 7 points off from 200. Dang it, Yoshi. You only have one job to do. My high score was 540. Alright, here's hard mode. How fast do I lose? That's the big question there. Go. Giving Yoshi pork indigestion. It's gonna blow up one day. This is cruelty to Yoshis everywhere. There we go. Woo! Here we go. Give myself some room here. I need one more. There we go. Give me that block. There we go. Get some coins. Woo! Not enough. He needs to be close enough to hit that block. See, it's those little touches that they put in the modern mode. It's pretty awesome. Oh, wait, I can do this. And this. There we go. Oh, 2 blocks. Yay. Let's see if I can get both blocks. Nope. Nope. Oh no, I accidentally pushed too hard. No. I burned Donkey Kong Jr. again. Probably blinded him for life. That's probably why we don't see Donkey Kong Jr. anymore, because we blinded him in in oil panic. Mario threw that oil right in poor Donkey Kong's face and blinded him. There we go, another block. Get some of that coinage going. I'm doing much better on hard mode than I am on easy mode. It's just so weird. Oh no, oh no, no, no. Ah. There was nothing I could do. I was filled up. The buckets were full. There we go. Let's get that coin. The way Mario's shaking his butt. Oh, no. I'm surprised Bowser's not lit in flames, given that there's a fire going on and he's dumping oil. Woo! Yeah, I gotta discharge these things so early now. There we go. Give me something good. Ah, nothing. I wasn't close. He wasn't close enough. Is it good enough? There we go. Got it. Cleared a miss. Yes. And I got some breathing room, and I got 200 points. So that's another star. I didn't count the stars. Oh well. Ah. I had to move fast. Oh! Ah. Dang it. Well, at least I got 200 points, so I got a star out of it. Alright. So, here's classic mode. This is what it looks like on classic. Mind you, so it's a one bucket thing here. So, that's tough. And you can see the guy at the bottom with his bucket. And mind you, the screens are a lot bigger than this, so... And the fact that two screens were interacting with each other back in 1981. Two separate game screens were interacting with each other. They weren't connected in one whole screen. That was just mind-blowing back then. That's why when I saw the Nintendo DS, I was like, oh, it's just like the Game & Watch. That, again, that era familiarity. You know, much like the cross-pad when I played it on Game & Watch, and then here it is on the NES. I don't know what it's a testament to. If it's a testament to their genius or a testament to some foresight or something. I don't know what the testament is, what their testament of is, but it's definitely a testament. If not an indictment. I'm using big words. Yeah, if I were to pick which Game & Watch game is the most gruesomely violent, it's definitely Octopus. That thing's eating you. It's eating you alive. And the crazy thing about it is that it's technically your fault because you allowed your greed to continue pilfering the treasure chest, knowing full well there's an octopus above your head, and you just didn't know when to quit. Your own greed gets the better of you. It's probably an Aesop fable hidden in there somewhere. A metaphor. Probably an allegory. I don't know. And just to note that the oil is coming from the pipes above. You probably might not notice, but if you see those rectangles, that's... Oh! I just burned a guy. Oof, man. I just intoxicated him. Or something. Ow, and I just started a fire. But yeah, it's coming from the pipe. So this is a terrible gas station. It's violating a lot of health codes and hazards. If you look at the rectangles up above where the oil's dripping out, those are pipes. Yeah. This is out of control. Should really get the fire department. Can't really solve this problem by catching buckets. Loading up with 3 rectangles. And then expecting your buddy to catch it. This gas station needs to be shut down. Hands down. These two need to lose their jobs. They should be fired. Make Exxon Valdez look like Exxon Valdez look like what's your, I don't know what to compare it to. Look like a cakewalk, maybe? I don't know. Maybe like makes Exxon Valdez look like St. Jude. I don't know, I'm trying to get something together more, but I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere. There's a joke in there somewhere. That's it. It makes this gas station makes Exxon Valdez look like Smokey the Bear. There we go. Look like Greenpeace. Oh, I thought I caught it. Oh well, that was it. 290. Dang. Is that a high score? No, right. No, my high score is 675. Okay, here's hard mode. Here we go. Here's hard mode. It's pretty really cool when you think about it. Yeah, he's too slow. So this is a game where you can't really just max out so easily. Like you gotta empty out quickly. But if you look at the bottom screen, mind you, this was if you see the Game & Watch, the fact that window where my character is at on the second floor is moving the way I'm moving, that's pretty impressive for 1980 standards to be able to have that. If you look at the bottom screen underneath gas and look inside the window and you see me moving side to side. So imagine that on the old Game & Watch doing that. That's pretty impressive. And I noticed that they're using different tones. Interesting. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was so enamored by the tones. I was tonally deaf to the situation. that was a miss at the bottom. I'm still in it. I burned the guy, made him blind for life, but... Hurry up. I gotta catch this one. I'm in focus mode now. You can see the aura surrounding me, the anime aura around me right now. Speed lines are probably happening at 1 frame per second, like in Game & Watch. Ah, that's it. 408 is my high score. Yeah, I don't think I got. Nah, nothing got unlocked. Hold on, was there. Let me see. Which was it that I was able to unlock? Yeah, very hard. So let's take a look at very hard mode. Let's see. Apparently very hard is for modern. Let's just take a quick look. I scored 87 points last time, but it's only fair to show very hard mode since it's available. So. Okay, I forgot very hard was like that. That's why I only scored 57 points. I think I'm gonna break my own score. Yeah, oh, I tied. You're fired. You're fired, Mario and Luigi. Some heroes you turned out to be. Oh, 87 was my high score. What a miracle. Okay, that was a miracle. Alright, I'll try one more time, see if I can break that. I should forget the eggs. Forget the eggs. Oh, no, 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 I don't want that. There we go. Got nothing out of it. Broke the record at least. 92 is the new record. All right, 92 is the new record. Let me get to 100. Let me treat you all to 100 points for this crazy mode. It's only right. It's only right. Oh, okay. I forgot I could use the A button here. I should be doing that. Oh, jeez. The reflexes. Just so you know, somebody playtested this mode. Someone at Nintendo playtested this mode and must have racked up one heck of a score to be able to sit there and say, this is fine. Very hard is fine. Oh! I wasn't fast enough. So I got to 30. Dang it, I didn't want that Bob-omb. Oh! Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tough, very hard note here. Oh, Toad. Right, that was a bad first play there. Ah, I pressed the wrong way. Oh, I almost got the Toad. I almost got the Toad. Oh, that was it. Woo. No, I want that 100. Nah, I'm gonna be stuck playing for an hour. That's the I ain't got all night for this. It's morning. It's morning, and I got real life things to do. Ah, that Bob-omb. I'll try one more time, but I'm gonna have to call it. This is very addicting. It's becoming addicting. Help. I need Gamers Anonymous. Oh, come on, I hit the button. Too fast. Too furious. Alright. Alright. I gotta call it the end. Help! Help! 44. Okay, that was good on the first life. This is what y'all were really looking to see from from my show. Me raging out, huh? Baha, 100. Gotcha. Got it, guys. 100. Top the score. Woo! There we go. 108. Did I get the... Did I unlock? No. That was the only one that was in very hard mode, huh? Alright, and then here's the gallery. Close it out with the gallery. Just like this here. Push A to open. Yeah, Ball. First release in April 28, 1980. First Game & Watch game. Juggle the balls, but don't drop them. Which you all got to see. Which you all got to see me play right over here. What's the next one? I didn't unlock any of these, huh? I see, because I have to... Got it. And then there's Flagman, which, let's see, is this the one? No, that's not it. That's not... well, I think this is one of the moves, but... The Silver Series. Get the number, get the same number as the computer. Released June 5th, 1980. Yeah, this is how far these games have come from. Then, of course, here's Octopus, the Final Smash. This was the million seller. It sold 1 million copies, Octopus. And deservedly so. It really earned it. It's a very amazing game. You know, a great challenge. test your will to hoard up and retreat, or and stay as long as you can, or retreat. Released July 16th, 1981. And what did this one unlock? Manhole, of course. You've all seen Manhole as one of Mr. Game & Watch's moves, of course. This was also a million seller. Again, genius gameplay and everything. Keep the pedestrians from falling. January 27, 1981. I'm assuming that these are Japan years because I think they came out like 1983 in the States. 1983, 1984. I can't remember. Berman. I believe this is the one that's going to be in the Zelda, if I remember correctly. The Legend of Zelda Game & Watch with Link's head in its place. Super Mario Bros. had Ball. But who wants to see Mario's head on for a ball when you can play the original? When I have the original ball to demonstrate. This was part of the Silver Series. You hit the moles as they pop up. It was released in 1980, July 10th. So, what did I unlock over here? Of course, Fire, another million sell. These Game & Watches really sold a lot. It's amazing. Released July 31st, 1980, and you escape the jumpers, escape the Inferno. Of course, that's the up B. That's Mr. Game & Watch's up B, the Fire. Lead them right back into the whole thing. And what's this one here? Lion. Ah, yes, that's another one of Mr. Game & Watch's moves where he does the chair. This is this game here. Do I have that in Game & Watch Gallery 3? No, I have Egg, Turtle Bridge, Greenhouse, Mario Bros. And Donkey Kong Jr. I think it also had some hidden, some unlockables, maybe? I'll have to see next time around. But I still got I think there was 4 Game & Watch galleries, so I haven't picked up 4 or 2. Not sure why I skipped the even numbers, but if I could find them used, I'll definitely grab them and do it. Oh, this is the Gold Series, released in April 27, 1981. Keep the lions in their cages. So, yeah, these are the unlockables in Game & Watch 1. It's just galleries. All right. Woo! And that's it. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all had fun exploring the world of Game & Watch with me. This was definitely a pretty good opportunity to have done that. So yeah, probably when the Legend of Zelda comes out, Game & Watch, I'll probably do another Game & Watch gallery. And we'll see what I have unlocked in Game & Watch Gallery 3, unless I get 2 and 4. We'll see what happens. But definitely wanna return to Game & Watch when Zelda comes out. So that's gonna be in the queue. But I hope you all, for those of you watching the recording, enjoyed this nice little retrospective of Game & Watch. I'll give you all insight into my origin story, my gaming origin stories, the early years, the gaming years. Yeah, that's what Game & Watch is. The gaming years. Coming to the ABC. It was at that time when I had that Game & Watch in my hand that I knew my days of playing Atari would be over. The gaming years, the gamer years. Watch. Somebody's gonna watch that and probably saw what I did, and they'll probably do that. Create some YouTube show called The Gamer Years. pull out their Atari and such. It's like, why not you? Well, I'm not an actor. That's why I'm not doing it. The gamer years. Go all the way back to 1980s. And play 1960s music. Okay, so by request, Scoop Dog, I will do Deltarune Chapter 1. Jump in on that. Definitely, because I really didn't want to go back into Astral Chain yet. I do want to continue Astral Chain, but I just didn't want to do it yet. So I didn't know which. I had been like looking at all my games, like which one do I want to go with. But you know what? For Scoop Dog, definitely gonna do Deltarune Chapter 1. So if any of you watching this recording are interested in seeing Deltarune, I will have Deltarune Chapter 2 also. But honestly, I don't know how long the games are. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how long the games are, and they will be my first playthroughs. I'm going in blind as a bat, so that's going to be interesting to see. So Deltarune Chapter 1 will be next week. I'm very excited to entertain you all with Deltarune, and I hope that you'll all join me. You're not busy, and join me next week. You'll find the schedule in the description below. For those of you here in the United States, here in the US, it's Coqui-san Freelance Gamer is on at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York Standard Time. And for those of you who are, and that's Mondays, 11 p.m. New York Standard Time. And for those of you who are in Japan, who want to join in Freelance Gamer, for you guys, the live stream will be on for you guys on Tuesday, 12 noon Tokyo Standard Time. So when I start my live stream here at 11 p.m. New York time on Monday, it will be Tuesday for you guys at 12 noon in Tokyo, because you are in the future and you live up to being in the future with your giant robots and awesome rockin' ramen. Alright, so this was Game & Watch, the Game & Watch Gallery and Game & Watch Retrospective. I thank you all for joining me, and with all that said, I wish you all a good night, a buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai. Careful. Hey.